Yeah, right.
It's always great when the mics come on and everybody's like depressurizing.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Like a bus.
Oh, yeah. Kind of like a bus. That's good. Guys, welcome to another installment, another segment, Sonny, for you. To DC or not DC? That's the ultimate question. This year, we've got 4 DC films going to be released in 2023, including tonight. Shazam, The Fury of Thunder Road. What's it called? Fury of the Gods is going to be on tonight. Just booing it. We're not watching it right now. You don't have to boo.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay. Shazam, Fury of the Gods. I wanted to ask you guys a question. We're going to go around real quick, kind of talk about just these, with these 4 movies in particular. What do you think we can get as far as a connecting point? What can James Gunn take out of these movies and use to build forward what he's going to be doing with his DC universe?
Well,
you're the excited one about it.
I think that this most recent one, Shazam, I don't know that it's going to have much of an
Do you think
impact.
Shazam has a future, or Zach Levi / Shazam has a future in James Gunn's world?
No.
Okay.
Just because I think Black Adam connects to that world as well. And that's not going to be anything anymore.
It's a shame they didn't ever get to.
Yeah, they never capitalized on that.
This is like a slow little probably jab at The Rock. Do you know what the rumor is right now for who will be playing Black Adam and James Gunn?
No, what?
Vin Diesel.
Oh
no! That would be hilarious.
Family.
This is facts,
Yeah,
but
most-
like
he's
I
not
think,
a good
I
actor.
think,
But
I
it's
think
about family.
as long as he drops a family line in there, it would.
Oh, I love that.
That's all.
About the
What?
Black Adam.
Sonny, I mean, we've talked about how Flash is basically a Flashpoint movie.
I hope so.
We know the extracurriculars that Ezra Miller has been involved in.
Not good.
No, not good.
Good. Not good.
What can we expect for? Is Ezra Miller still going to be part of Warner Brothers after like June 20th?
No, dude.
When the movie comes out?
Can't be.
next
What a
week?
mess.
I think
He is.
no,
You
dude.
If
No,
the
no, no.
Flash is successful, I think they keep him too.
Hollywood's low, guys.
Yeah.
No,
You
this
think
is true.
they'd
This
hold
is
on
true.
to him?
I mean,
Sure.
and we've
so.
said it a cajillion times around here. Like, dude, you suck. Like, they put this movie out because they have to. It's probably $10 gajillion into this movie, and they need to put butts in seats to get some money back. But like, no, dude, that would leave a bad taste in it.
Bad, yeah.
Yeah,
I always go back-
Grant
Gustin.
Yeah,
Grant
I always go back to the well of Tom Cruise. Like when he went crazy over Katie Holmes and was pretty much telling her how to run her life and controlling the child. You can't go here. You can't go here. Crazy Scientology stuff. And then all of a
Xenu.
sudden, he starts hanging out of a
He
plane.
got her
with
fired
no
from the
wires
Batman
on.
movies.
Everybody loves
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
He gets in a plane. There's no wires on. I do all my own stunts, and people go, "Yeah, Tom Cruise is something,
all
isn't
right.
he? Isn't that great?" And then they're like, "Oh, Tom Cruise saved the movie theater industry." Oh, guys,
Top
he's-
Gun Maverick was pretty dope.
That was dope.
Guys, no doubt. These movies are unbelievable. I'm just letting you know, Hollywood has no moral
Oh
compass.
no, for sure. I get it.
Ezra Miller, if this movie is successful and he goes through the proper treatment, he will have his own Flash series again with the DC universe.
Man, I can't
telling
even
you,
see it
There's
happening.
nothing that Hollywood loves more than a hero coming backstory. Brendan Fraser,
Absolutely.
Ke Huy Quan.
Ke Huy Quan won the Oscar. Michelle Yeoh won an Oscar. Jamie Lee Curtis won an Oscar. It was all about the underdogs winning again. They're going to make Ezra Miller look like an underdog after this movie. Watch. 2 years
None
after
of
this movie
none of
comes
those
out,
believe
people,
it.
none of those people have
Watch
like
it.
footage throwing chairs at
And also,
at
Donovan, I was
those
going to
people.
mention, they're not letting him do press.
That's what I'm saying.
They're not letting him talk.
Right, because
They're not letting they talk.
it's important. It's important that Ezra is getting all the help that he needs.
Demonetized.
It's important that Ezra's getting all the help that he needs. We don't feel it's safe for him to be out in the press junkets, but we are supporting this movie in every way that we can. But we're also here for his mental health and making
because he
sure
might
that it's
kidnap a reporter. Why?
And put a bullet in a
that-
baby's mouth.
Yeah,
Yo,
Because-
this dude is. Yo,
guys.
I
I'm
can't.
just telling you, that's how Hollywood works, man.
I can't even see that happening.
Why'd you have to go Texas pacifier on him?
It's all about it's all about the Benjamins, baby.
That's what
And
Puff
if-
Daddy said.
Well, even still, I don't
That
know.
sounded weird coming from me. But
Because
I'm just saying.
even
Did to me.
the movie, the trailer looks awesome. I think the movie looks cool. I'm sure there's so much money that's gone into that movie, but like I just can't see. I don't know. We're talking about morality and stuff. I just cannot see like people even wanting to be attached to that. You know?
Donovan is saying no morality. in
Donovan,
Hollywood
but-
whatsoever.
I'm
No
with you.
morality on
Bro,
this ranch, Rick.
I'm with you, man. As far as a morality,
kingdom.
a morality and a core value thing, like, yeah, I don't think someone who's done the things that he's done deserves to have big, huge box office numbers and like gets to throw. Like when I got in trouble, I didn't get to go to the front of my class and perform for everyone after I got in trouble. Like
You got in trouble in school?
yeah. Like I got hey, if you're quiet for the next 9 years, we'll let you come up on a Friday afternoon and do your own like little stand-up bit at
You're
the
like,
end
"You
of the
know
week.
what?"
And I'm like, yeah, I think I could do that. So that's all they're doing with Ezra Miller, guys.
That sucks,
They're
dude.
quieting him up.
Put him in a corner.
And if they do decide, and of course there's so much we don't know either. This movie could totally like clear everything going forward after this.
I think
And-
that's the plan, though, and I think that unfortunately, like you're attached to this actor that has done complete
Terrible things.
and like this was your reset card. Like this was the thing.
But
You know
bro,
what I mean?
what if Ezra Miller is unbelievable?
He
in this
probably
movie?
crushes it in the movie. And he even was like,
telling you.
"Oh, like he looks pretty dope in the movie. He looks dope in the movie." But
I'm
like,
telling you, the bandwidth that people have nowadays, especially on social media, they when they see a performer do excellent and well at something, they forget about everything they've done in the past.
Okay, so Shane,
Robert Downey Jr. is another.
he got his
another thing.
redemption. He got his
Fact.
redemption.
Fact.
But it's also going to be inside all these other films as well that are coming out. They're going to put out Flash, and then Aquaman's going to the come back out
At the
again
end of the year.
At the end of the year,
It's already
Which
been
I heard
screening.
the test screenings are
Blue Beetle.
not going well for
Are
that.
terrible.
Oh, are they
Bad.
really? Yeah, no,
We
they're
get Blue Beetle. We get the
Go
Blue
back.
Beetle movie in August. I think
Yeah.
whatever. And
and
it's
I
a
have
younger
something-
audience. It's the kid from the Cobra Kai series.
Yeah.
This Miguel who
I
plays
gotta tell
Miguel.
you, so Marcus got me this unbelievable history of DC book, and I started reading it a little bit after he got it for me, and then life happened, and there's like finally I have a road trip I'm going on with the family. I hate driving, so my wife was driving, and I was
Just
like,
read
I'm
it
gonna
while you
read
drove?
comics. So I read it. It is
I get car sick.
so freaking good.
Yeah.
Like I was like, this is unbelievable. They cover the history of man from like the beginning of time. And there's one point where they bring up in the very beginning, like how ancient Egyptians held power of like the power of men for so long. And then one of those powers was a little blue scarab that was buried underneath Egyptian for 2,000 to 3,000 years. And whoever opens up the scarab will have the powers of the scarab. That's Blue Beetle, y'all.
Yeah, man.
And I was like, oh my gosh, if they do something like
That
this
would be dope.
in this movie, then yes,
That would be dope.
this is going to work. So I'm actually super excited for what DC.
There's
where
been,
DC's
there's been
going.
different interpretations, Sonny, of different versions of Blue Beetle all through history, and they've made the other ones kind of like Iron Man, Batman esque
Right, I
kind
don't
of
like- I
thing
don't like
with
it.
gadgets.
Yeah, I don't
and
like it.
whatever. Ted Cord was the Blue Beetle
Right.
I used to read when
Right.
I was a young buck, 3,000 years ago. And now
was in black and
Jaime
white.
Reyes is the my life was in black and white. That's how
It was
old
in
I
black and
am.
white. It was in
Jaime
black and white.
Reyes is, like they said, he merges with
Yeah.
the Scarab. So
Yes.
I think that there is some potential there with that movie, and nobody's said anything otherwise yet. There haven't been too many test screenings for it, so we'll have to wait and see.
I just hope that movie doesn't get like the New Mutants like
gosh.
treatment. You know what I mean? And just like
You said like the scary thing to compare it to.
I don't know. I mean, like, do we need the Blue Beetle movie? You know what I mean? Like, why
don't know.
Blue Beetle, man? You know?
Yeah, did we need a Guardians of the Galaxy movie?
This is true. This is true.
Time will
I
tell.
did.
Time will tell.
We honestly, these things we always ask this question: do we need this? And then when it comes out, that's when we make our decision.
Sure.
When
I
it's
mean,
done, when it's done right.
yeah, if it's done right, it's like
fantastic.
I want more of this.
But it's the
Please
stuff that
give me
flies under
more.
the radar, though, Shane. It's the movies that we're not really expecting. Like you mentioned, Guardians of the Galaxy. I didn't know we were going to want to watch Guardians of the Galaxy, and then we all love it.
Do you guys
Yes.
remember watching the Thor trailer when it first came out?
The original Thor?
Like the first Chris Hemsworth
Yeah.
Thor movie. I remember watching it going, that looks like garbage.
The Variety and Hollywood Reporter were bashing them for
Yeah.
casting the people they
Yeah,
did.
I watched it and I was like, this looks stupid. I'm not going to go see it. I waited for it to come out on DVD and I watched it on DVD and I was like,
Like,
I am
oh.
never listening to anyone ever again. This
Yeah.
was unbelievably great. This
Yeah.
was so much fun.
Yeah, I guess, I mean, like you said, time will tell, and we'll see what projects are worth it at the end. It just sucks that, I don't know, the faith isn't instilled anymore with all like the stuff that we've been given.
It's tough.
There
Well,
is
it's-
some
it's-
hope.
it's-
Yeah,
It's
it's
tough
hard. It's hard to
now,
be.
like-
It's hard to be a fan because it's like I know the comics have clear blueprint of amazing stories.
Right.
Why do they not follow those? Who knows?
Studio
Are they
executives.
going to with this?
Right.
Who knows? You know what I mean? So it's really it's a troubling time. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
With the
For
James Gunn
both.
stuff,
Yeah, for both.
Sonny,
Both.
Shane, we wanted to talk about real quick. As far as James Gunn goes, he's been tweeting back and forth with different fans. He's pretty active on the tweeters.
That's
Love
good.
that.
And they were talking about, as far as the projects that have been announced, where are we at as far as the amount? Is this like half of the projects for your chapter 1, Gods and Monsters, whatever? He says the projects that have been announced, it's less than half of the first phase, chapter, whatever. So that gives me hope for what they're going to do.
Wow.
They also he also posted some board of teams and or characters, and he was saying about half of those are greenlit for what we're going to do and for what we could be working on. Stuff like Nightwing, a Titans potentially movie or new series, because Titans got canceled on HBO Max. I mean,
Sucks.
there could be all kinds of different directions we're going. But we'll be watching this closely, because I think as Brother Marcus has mentioned in the past few weeks, it's like DC is kind of serving as a palate cleanser for whatever we're all processing right now with MCU 4 and the early 5.
Yeah.
We'll be getting more into this as the weeks go by. Guys, thank you for hanging out tonight.
So
and
welcome.
if you haven't done so already, please consider subscribing. We'd appreciate it so much. And thanks for hanging out with us tonight. And we've got more stuff coming out for you in the coming days and weeks. And Shane, hi.
Hi.
All right. We'll see you tonight. Guys, have a good evening. We'll talk to you soon.
Peace.